cod fillet because it's like summer, okay? And so it extra cooks fast and full. I like using chopsticks too with ramen. And I'm hooked on the everything bagel seasoning. Hopefully every brand is the same. Okay. This was $2.70. I had to do that while I'm waiting to eat. Dogs can eat blueberries and it said $1.99 a pint. So I just want to double check that real quick. It was actually $4.99. Well, there's why I spent $25. Savory chicken salad. We gotta hurry up and eat. Did I mention yellow squash? So we got the disposable. And then I wanted to use chopsticks to eat though too, but it doesn't work like that. I think I wouldn't, you know, like just grab a handful of chopsticks without buying sushi or something. So I'm over here reminiscing my high school days and my middle school days, and I think I went to elementary school beach because I got to Wichita when I was 11. It's just why I chose that you know, every popular city anywhere else like Atlanta is just everything has the same kind of people. It was hard for me to pay that much money to stay in California, knowing that I'm probably only paying to socialize it. Oh, and also like people who make a lot of money aren't handsy. They don't know all this. So, here's a neat fact. There's still 62% left on this, so I always keep this on all 10 toes, so to speak. I want to buy a 400-watt solar panel just for the percentage that I get according to the weather. And when I can still charge my phone on a cloudy day, like you really just, if you can see, it'll charge. It doesn't work with artificial light, but I use it to shield Minnie from being baked like a cake or something. You know how them Asians cook their food and they got the buffet that keeps it that warm? You know, it's scary, but I think people came up with Asians eat dogs because they're just afraid that the heating lamp cooks dogs if you're too close to it. So I try to keep Mitty far away from that. And we had like reflective shields, but the solar panel by itself, I plug it in. I'll plug it in at night and sleep with it shielding her. Now I want mirrors to reflect. But she could eat blueberries, y'all. And these are so good, I ain't playing about my business. They're gonna be worth $4.99. Well, right now. Hey. So I was waiting to show you guys like what I'm doing next. But when I went to the laundromat to wash my clothes, I washed my phone thinking none of my phones ever ruin when I take that hand dryer and dry it as soon as I clean. I have me some antibacterial Dove foaming soap. I did my thing like that and just gave it a quick rinse. And then I only turned it upside down under the dryer. And girl, I'm using the outer flip phone right now until it dries because it just does it till it dries. If I leave the screen closed, there's no electricity going to that screen. It's gonna dry. I'm gonna get over here. I need you to eat when. Yeah. Come on, it's good. Trust me. Don't act like you don't like such sweet. Come on. Please, I need it. I need it. Come on. Come on. But you liked candy 14 years ago. Right? About 13 years ago. We liked candy. So we could do that. I guess you ate some of them. Okay. Whatever. Biddy, I'm gonna speck your butt. That's all you're for. I don't know, turn my head around. And there's just no flies at all. That's all she's for. The Illuminati just needs it to look like. Next thing I know, the Idiosyncrasy Wichita only contains something they want to do. I'm going to tell you how I think I'm a tourist. I sat in a Range Rover. It made everybody psychic to me. And now I shouldn't even be a pessimistic person. And I shouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. The problem started when I wasn't gonna stay in Hollywood in 2011. Apparently, I could leave Sacramento to go to LA for the first time in 5 years. But I couldn't leave California. And then instead of booking a flight that was directly to Wichita from Sacramento, I thought it was the next best city, so I told my family Kansas City, Missouri. It was still a smooth flight. I think I had one layover in San Diego. And that's the only time I ever been there, girl. Mm. At the airport. Mm. Hmm. I'm about to check our food because I already wait for my food to roast before I eat it. It's gonna roast faster. I can feel the sun. I can't believe you could turn that into energy. Hey man, these blueberries are as good as a pastry right now. Have you ever put salt on an orange? Well, I would just be doing too much. Girl, what if I'm not sure what kind of insects be in this grass? So I could still make some money by playing on the back side of my phone, but it's just not the same. Now it feels like even more work. And I would say they'd want us to play those video games when we're in the mood, when it doesn't feel like work, and you can make money. Not me. I guess I want to be one of those people who does it as if it's a job. Because the more it feels like a job, the more I don't want to do it. Like for real. And it's just something. I don't know what it is. It's just something. And I'll space out. on it. But like after all these games I'll be playing and get to the legit ones, I'll be realizing like how that improved. There's because you had that weapon game, like a shooting range that you go up and you stop at a certain meters or something. Well, I think that's what survivals and puzzles is now. Oh my goodness, there's something even better than that. It went from umpires and puzzles to survivors and puzzles to like, what was that other one? They be turning up. Meister, get over here. I don't think I need to get full to feed you right now. Come on. Hurry up. I like using this bread because even if you just tear a piece off and dip, woo, it'll beat squishing your bread any day. Can I have that, girl? Get over here and stop being all like that with me. Like, look, we just gotta eat as much as we can of everything. Like, I thought I was gonna have to go to the laundry station again. It turns out that was the water from my solar cooker soaking. It was already clean. Girl, I hate being a man. And then I hate making women feel like like I make a whole nervous, girl. What? What's that beautifulness? God damn. I should have bought some flavored water on the side, that way she still had the rest of this, but we gotta go back that way, and it's just right over yonder. Can you at least drink some water? Like, what is you doing? Are we waiting for the good food? Oh, yeah, I gotta give you that much. I'm gonna need that 100 SPF in a minute. What, 110? Mm-hmm. Oh. Hey, yeah. Oh. Which one was this one? Okay. Man, I shouldn't let people trash the place after me so that people think it's me or learn why. I'm distraught. It's like I was treated better when I dressed like a woman because you have to have a makeup room and stuff to do that. But I'ma still build my camper, right? I'm building it, girl. It's getting. My first month is $1 in that thing. And then my next month, my phone bill is gonna be 158. And I use the money from my next check to pay the 180 for that. Or it was like $30. Yeah, whatever. Like, but it's gonna give me enough money to get all these sides of the plywood. I could get the foam board insulation at the same time. I could get the steel brackets. I could get enough caulk glue, and I can get me some power tools. So what I want, of course, I wanted a power screwdriver, and then I think you could use that same thing to drill holes for big bolts. Then that way, when I need to drop a whole $550 on a Harbor Freight trailer, it'll just all be ready to do that. But I still want to bolt that together. So the steel angle brackets, those are powerful. Bam. The caulk glue, woo, that's amazing. If you get the Gorilla Glue caulk glue, you can't go wrong. Okay, you ain't gonna beat your chest with something go wrong. Okay, and then them big metal bolts that you're supposed to bolt down into the trailer. And you can never have too much caulk glue. I think it's meant to spread evenly. So I've been learning how they've been doing it since last November. And for some reason, they'll have the boards, the wood boards, as studs underneath. They're turned on their sides. And then, yeah, I believe it. I believe you want the length of the bolt to cover all of that. I'm going to do so much research, but I have to get the sheet aluminum metal underneath all that first. It's weatherproof, it's sleek, One 4x8 is already over $200. The camper door is going to be over $200. I still gotta buy a remote lock. It's like having a car. And then it has a keypad on it in case somebody did. So it's really about having a lot of that hot glue. I think it's like $6 to $13. I just want to smear it on there like they be putting on tiles. And I gotta do that with the sheet metal, then the plywood, and then the foam board insulation, and then the studs, and then like the wiring. I gotta figure out if I could do plumbing. I want like a shoe compartment so there's no dust. Then the shower's gonna go over the toilet. There's gonna be plumbing for that. Like, dude, like for real, like I think people hate RVs anyway because you still gotta like dump the poop and stuff from that. Like I wouldn't even pay somebody to put up with my shit and everything. But I gotta try this. I gotta try it because I really held my way, kept my composure through working for Uber wherever I wanted in the US because I really wanted to the whole time. So in 2019, I was living with my mom, Minnie was staying at home. I would still clock out of Uber Eats and I would pick people up because, you know, like, it's not about being lazy. It wasn't about making less money. Wait. But no, it was about making more money when you stay seated and pick people up one at a time. And so when my mom was treating me like I should go out there and work more, the pandemic ain't a good excuse. If my stepdad had to, then, you know, they didn't see why I shouldn't. I was like, you know, like, I don't get into something like that so easily. Like this whole time, maybe I heard the flu virus kills people more than anything. A couple of times, and that was it. Mm. But I think I was showering at Vasa Fitness, and for some reason, like, I think my car was getting outdated by 2021. Well, I had no idea I'd still want a 2018 Tesla Model 3 right now. Then with the prices dropped on them, you won't get a 2022 for that much. Now it's like I won't buy a car unless I don't have to work for it to keep it. I'm 38 years old. I'd rather hide in my studio. I'd rather have a home job. I get into Full Sail University online and find out that I don't know a thing about why those meth heads think they can sing. And this whole time I'm like, I can feel myself if I'm not making any sales. That's what I told myself. And all of a sudden I go to LA and I meet people, and those people think that if they don't drop like a fly every time they do those harsh drugs, that they could keep selling their music. Over there falling in the reef. Like, when do I want a Rolls Royce just because it's hard to get? I mean, I don't want to get my face flat because I won't know, like, what they wouldn't want in their film if they missed something. That's my worst nightmare, girl. Are you sure you ain't gotta just know a little bit about weed, bro? They ain't finna say that, but let me tell you something. I ain't trying to go blind for being a snitch. But it looked like it's becoming more of a sport to see how much I knew and not the hard way. It was always brought to my attention that as long as I wasn't racist, and then it's like, I think people ain't treating me like I'm crazy, because that whole just blowing people off thing, man, that might not be anything too personal. But yo, we ain't even fucking around like the way we used to over there. I was seeing black spider webs, and we was already prepared for all that. But it was like they were like closing in on us. I bombed the whole tent with citronella cedar and woke up the next morning and was like, Minnie's lips were swollen like one of those like Fox and the Hounds dogs. I was like, it wasn't a spider, I'll tell you that much. It was the citronella candle smelling like diesel fuel. So I got up out of there because I'm like, sorry, girl, I really, really, really don't mean to slack. And we just put up with it and pick up our feet and wing it because insurance doesn't bring somebody back to life. They have dog insurance and stuff from like Trupanion. You could choose what you want to pay. But if you guys really want to ask me why I ain't working for Uber or I'm working on my camper instead of an apartment, it's because I've basically been homeless for over 16 years, the way I've been living. I had a temporary apartment in 2019 one time all to myself. Like, that's what Hollywood is. You move there and you gotta hope that your talent gets paid off by a friend, or you'll be too busy paying your rent. Like, dude, my Full Sail University gear was all the way in Wichita at the pawn shop. I didn't even have the iPhone 12. And I think the iPhone 13 was just came out before the end of 2011. And I was just now getting the iPhone 12 Pro. But, you know, I was kind of like into the whole Hollywood magic. Like, just kind of not to do your talent in public. I mean, you know, they have Hollywood Boulevard and all of that, but I'd be like, come on, they're basically just singing karaoke on the corner. I'm better than that. So when I'm in West Hollywood singing karaoke, that just tickles my funny bone, I know. I like the Atlanta region. Something magically makes me rap as good as Quavo and them. With freestyling, girl. When I had that Chevy Bolt EUV, I was in Augusta, Georgia, driving in between Atlanta, Augusta, and Columbia, South Carolina. Girl, I think my Gucci Pose song would have made it if I had been paying Epic the Don the $50 a month since 2019, and then if I would have cut them off by now. I didn't even try. And I was really relying on my Gaytality album because I paid all those beats off exclusive rights. Nobody else is supposed to hear them on their tracks. And I hope I don't die when somebody has like a tune to it. I don't think I was gonna be the face of like male to female or the face of my ass kid ass, but I mean, I literally already had it wrote for me. Bitch, I'm gonna smack your butt. Can you eat some of these blueberries? Okay, let's check to see how much this food has cooked. Cod fillet. You know, I shouldn't have stuffed it at the very end. I think I'm gonna twerk that around a little. Once the squash are soft and not crunchy, I'll know that I chose fish because it doesn't take that long to cook fish, just like it doesn't take that long to cook eggs. Am I right? I mean, you ain't gotta think like a retard. You would think fish is grosser at camping with if you ain't got a grill. But if you get the fish fresh, which I'm sure that's it right there, and then if you cook it till it's white and flaky and juice is dripping and the steams, I wanted to put a sear on it. I think it's why I went ahead and bought food, because I ain't eating anything like no tuna. Mm-mm. Like, up. Nope, it was supposed to cook faster than that. Hold up. I didn't take all the way since November to eyeball when, like I would have made sure that that end part wasn't overstuffed, but look, I got all of that in there. So let me revitalize these blueberries. Come on. Okay, so where's the chopstick? Uh-oh, it's dripping juice, girl. It's Steve. Really good. It doesn't smell like fresh fish anymore. Y'all hearing me? Ah! It's flaky. Okay. And it's... Oh, it feels cooked. Girl, I was gonna take too long to eat up. What I want to do is move some of this down here and get it evenly cooked from that point, feeling like I would have knew better. So I'm not gonna make the utensils go to waste, and there's like a spoon in here. And then what do you call it? Is it called braising when you take the juice and pour it over the top of something? It ain't only called braising if you do that with like pot roast or turkey or... Okay. Well, all I know is let me double check everything I'm doing right now, because the flies are making an appearance, girl. Just they lurking a little bit, I noticed. So what I could do is tip this juice on its side to cook. Since everything fits in there with the tray, it'll be a lot more fun. Now, if I do it like that, then I'm gonna be prepared to get fish juice on my solar cooker. But I think we're more worried about not getting sick. And then I can place this in the plastic bags that I have. So I managed to always keep this piece I haven't had to file a claim on my GoSun Pro. And, okay, so that is aligned with the tinted part that's supposedly cooks the food. So that'll leave me with this left. It's fresh. All that cold food has to go soon. I don't think we need it. So that's the bag with that. Like that's a little lot. I knew I said that was a lot once I saw the chicken salad. Like I kind of wanted to be this full before that was cooked. Then we could work on our healthy foods or like my kind of healthy, like just whatever I think I want to eat. You got a kind of a selection from all that, but okay. All right. So remember I told you 62. So right now I don't have it pointed directly at the sun, but it's at 78 and doing 19 watts. I've gotten it to do 60, but literally that was a bright snowy day. I mean, you would think a bright warm day would do a lot more than that. So I'm gonna cover the front and replug. See if that makes a difference, because I had a 5 below charging cable for the length. So I believe it. I probably need to clean the front of this. I ate before I showered today, but we're gonna go grab that water and get super duper fly like Miss Yelly. Hey, don't you be trying to eat grass on me. Girls, you getting something past me, girl. I must be that butt. Can I? Not. Can I kiss your butt? Get over here. You ain't supposed to be wearing that. I'm tripping with a pistol clipping. Yeah. I was brushing her teeth without toothpaste, because if you keep them really clean after every meal, you could do without that for a hot second. Then we have this. Since it's not nylabone, I think it won't shrivel up her gums. Oh my god, I got it just because it had baking soda in it. Beef flavor? Come on, we want like lemon flavor or something like. Oh my goodness. Beef paste. The wind blowing so hard, but I'm seeing heat waves come out of it. Don't cut me off too soon either. This is probably what you'll want to cook anything and everything with, healthy wise, like yellow squash, zucchini, ground turkey, ground pork. I like using ground turkey with this more than ground pork. Yeah, this is the stuff right here. Oh, it's gonna feel cold as heck out here once I get this shower in. Oh man, we would have been doing that right here, but that's hard to carry. Man, if I was in Sacramento, or if I still wasn't too scared to know another soul, human wise, I'd probably want some kind of sport to play, like volleyball, like boom, boom, boom. And bam. Full court basketball, yep. Boston pork, yeah, man. Why does this tour bus over here look like a Lego? So I would cut northwest to the laundry station, but I think I shop at the Kellogg and Webb Road laundry mat now. Now I just call it a laundromat. Everything's caught up. I think I could just hold my composure at the Webb Road location. Girl, I'm about to start singing. I can feel you all inside. I got this yellow squash thing going on right now. Whoops, no spitting out mouthwash over here. Man, I'm surprised I didn't have to die for any of my habits during the pandemic. Like driving a car around brake dust and in and out of towns and shower at Planet Fitness and Love's Travel Stop. We've got one gas station that you can get a shower for 10 or 15 bucks, but it's southwest Wichita. That was only when I had a car. And it was just always this loud engine thing going on. Girl, to be honest with you, I was holding my breath like it was just waiting for me to think of why it should electrocute me. Oh, now I know what I wanted to go do. Woo! Did they just put on a show, y'all? I gotta look at that. I must be on the right track. Young Meister, if it's water you need, it's water you shall get. Come on. Hey! Come on, don't make me, with this fish stuff. Over. You'll have to wash your face so that just ain't enough for flies to make me feel like shit. Have they came out with that liquid screen repair yet? Cause I'm gonna need it for this. I got a little hairline scratch. My bug, can I kiss your bug? Can I kiss your bug? Can I Is anything roasting you? The wind is just gonna act confusing. I think I gotta. I want this to soak in a soap bath. Is there a rapper called Tootie something? How'd they go find you? It's done, but y'all, I'm about to act retorted about this. I gotta keep the sun off. Ooh. Oh, it's done. But can I scoot this to the... that to the back? I don't want to attract flies. Okay, I'm gonna take that juice and pour it on the front. Ow! Ow! Oh shit! That was scorching. Okay. Yep, I'm ready to. Let me just do this just because I'm gonna need a second to think. Like, are we still newbies at solar panels or what? Okay, where do I make sure I don't get flies on my butt with that juice? Okay. Can't eat with a chopstick right now, but I think this is the moment we've been waiting for. Okay. So what am I doing? What did we use this for again? Okay, you guys have a good one. I don't want the hooligans using Photoshop.